Hi Capricorn, this is Tarot-blee accurate. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new, welcome. I hope you come back. If you're not new, thanks for coming back. I appreciate all your likes, shares, comments, your subscription, all your support. So I just wanted to say that we're going to start with singles, and you have some really good news because as I was hitting play, a card leapt right out of the deck, but we'll get to that in a second. This is for May 6th through June 6th. And with love readings, if you watch, you can watch your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, any of those. You watch all three. But you might want to watch your moon sign because for me personally, I always think that those resonate the hardest because those are like connected to your heart, to your deep feelings, your emotion, your inner truth. So that's what I would recommend if you're only going to watch one. And then with a general reading, some things may apply to you, some things may not. And the fact that it's going a whole month long means that maybe if you watch this right when it comes out, something might not make sense or some things might not make sense. And then a week or two down the road, you'll go, wait a minute. So you might want to either wait to watch this video until a little bit of time has passed or watch it again in a little while because then things that didn't click initially might just all of a sudden, whoa, okay? So we'll just go ahead and get started. You're having a couple cards just jump right out of the deck here. So we're starting with Capricorn Singles, Sun, Moon, or Rising for May 6th through June 6th. I'm using the Gilded Tarot deck here. And we're starting with singles. So, single Capricorns, what's going on with you? Couple things. Actually. Oh boy. Good news and some bad news that isn't so bad. Off to a good start. I'm sorry I'm not showing these to you yet because I don't feel like I have the whole picture, but we'll do that here in a second once I have it. I'm not sure if the two little storylines here are connected or not, and yes, they are. Okay. Here we go. So, single Capricorns. If you do not already know who your soulmate is, you may meet this person, okay? This person is going to be a wealthy person or will attract wealth and abundance into your life, okay? Now, and maybe not wealthy in terms of money. They could be like emotionally rich, anything like that. But here's the unfortunate thing about that. Either you have already been in a relationship with them and you experience some heartbreak and you're not together now, okay? Or this person's going to come into your life and then there's going to be a little bit of heartbreak. So when I said, hey, there's really good news, it was because I had only seen the Two of Cups card, that soulmate card. And then as we were going, the Death card came out, a couple things came out, but I don't think this is necessarily so bad. So it might indicate that right now you are on a break, okay? There was some heartache, you decided, I'm going to get the F out of here. I'm leaving. But then you focused more on your heartbreak, on your sadness, than the good things about that. And now you're coming to a place where you're coming out of that pain a little bit, but it's still there. It's just maybe stuffed a little bit. And you're wondering, do I close the door on this relationship entirely to let a new one in? Or do I just wait because this is a break? Things, kind of crumbled kind of quick because of that heartache. And sometimes this is cheating. Sometimes it's a love triangle. Sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it's just heartache and disappointment, but usually associated to a lie. Somebody lied. Maybe you lied. Maybe you cheated. Maybe that's why this happened. But with all of this, it's like you have to go through these lessons in order to get to a higher place, to a higher vibration where things can be better. For some reason, this whole episode has maybe detracted you from staying focused on doing things that you like, that you enjoy, on your work. There's definitely been some temptation. So, you know, if this is a recent breakup, maybe you're thinking about dating other people, or maybe you're tempted to go back to this person, or maybe they're tempting you to go back to them, something like that. But right now, what you should be doing is focusing on your work, on your interests, things like that, because you're not quite yet in a place where you will be able to work as a team. Okay, so if this did not happen, if this was not a relationship that you were in a deep connection with somebody, and then now you're on a break, then the way that I would interpret this is that you can meet somebody, make a very deep connection right away, but now is probably not the best time to be in a relationship with them because of outside temptations and because they will lead to heartbreak. It doesn't mean that they will cheat or you will cheat or anything like that. It's just not a good time because right now you're not able to be the best team. So that really sucks, and I'm sorry. You know, the way these started to come out with these two here, it's like soulmate connection, you know, prosperity. I was thinking this was going to be good. And it's not as bad as it seems because I feel like for a lot of you, this is in the past. Sorry, I can't lie to you. You know, my channel is called Tarot-blee Accurate. I have to be accurate. I apologize. I'm sorry. But, your challenge right here is to stay stable, to retain your prosperity that you've earned or that you've won. Some of you have won this newfound financial blessings, things like that, or inheritance. And then these other things that are coming out here is that don't close your eyes to what's really going on here. Some of you don't want to admit to yourself the reality of the situation. And again, really just focus on your work, your interests, your hobbies, your home, things like that. You are tied to this person, so this is a karmic lesson. It really, really is. You know, you're at that point right now where it's like, I can leave or I can stay. And I think because this is the singles part, you know, those of you who are listening are the ones who decided to leave, but this person is going to come back in your life. And whether or not they come back in your life to be your spouse is not really relevant right now. They are there for a reason, to teach you a lesson. You have a soul contract, basically. When we incarnate, you know, if this is our second, third, fourth life, what happens is before we come down here, we say, these are the lessons that I want to learn as a human being to develop this part of my soul. And so you might buddy up with different people and say, this is what I'm going to go through with you when we come down here so that I can learn these lessons and they're going to learn a lesson from you. And sorry. But aside from work, what else can you focus on? What's the good news? Tell me something good. What's good for Capricorn singles? Let's find out. What's good? That just bummed me out. It started so high. Oh. So you are challenged to see, you know, that you're winning. You're winning at life, Capricorn. And you are challenged to remember that you are very, very powerful. You have total control over this situation, more control than you can see, than you can think, than you maybe realize. You're winning. I'm sorry, guys. But that's true. Okay. And I shouldn't have laughed. It's just like those are funny cards to come out. I'm not laughing at your situation. So for Capricorn couples, what's going on for you? Let's find out. Capricorn couples, Sun, Moon, and Rising, May 6th to June 6th, and your cards are going crazy. What else do we have here? Some of them are face down, so I don't even know what they say yet. You have a couple challenges. And so far, the ones that are upright that are face up, don't appear to be much dissimilar from those that Capricorn singles have. And maybe that's because a lot of you are toggling between being singled and coupled, right? That makes a little sense. Okay, so you have a few challenges here. This is what we have. The Hierophant. So those of you who are coupled, who are married, who are in traditional type of relationships, these are the steps. This is how things go. This is how we get there. You know, might not be feeling exactly like everything is the way that you want it to be. You're feeling like a lot of your wishes are going unfulfilled. You might be feeling emotionally imbalanced at this time. You have the same card here where you are not maybe being honest with yourself as to the reality of the situation. You have the choice where you can be honest with yourself, but it's like, that could be painful. Why would I do that? I don't want to hurt. What you want to do, what you're challenged to do, is to go ahead and show your partner a deep act of love, something caring, something creative. You really need to just act. This is a card of acting. Go ahead, do something romantic. Show them that you love them. Because this is a person that you're tied to karmically. Same sort of thing here, where they're going to be in your life in one capacity or another, maybe as a memory later if you don't stay together, but they're there for a reason to teach you lessons. You are with this person for a reason. As far as another challenge goes, it says to, again, focus on your work. If you're starting a new business, this is a good time to do that. You may be afraid to do that, and that's why it's a challenge, because of the cost that it takes, especially if it's a new business. New investment could be risky. You might lose some money initially, something like that, or lose some sort of stability or something in that regard. When you're with this person, maybe they blow a lot of money. It could be something like that. You are therefore, though, in a really healthy place, because all this BS that you've been through in your life, in your relationships, and just life generally, gives you a lot of wisdom and knowledge, okay? You can cut straight through the BS. It's like you have this sword that just like slices through people's BS. You know better. People can't lie to you. You are very in control. You have very good, clear thinking, good insights, even though sometimes you don't want to trust it or believe it because that is painful, right? But you know better. People can't fool you. And so your challenge here is, though, to actually make a move. So your challenge is going to be to move home, or to leave a person, or your challenge is essentially to take the blindfold and the handcuffs off and just go where you feel, with all this water here and the moon in the background, where you feel like you need to be, okay? But are you going to take this person with or not? Either way, they're going to just keep coming back into your life if you're trying to ditch them until the lesson is learned. But maybe you don't even want to ditch them because there is a connection here. You know that you can leave, but you don't. And maybe that reason is because they are your soulmate, because they are your true love. Things get hard sometimes, right? And you're encouraged or you're challenged to offer love to your partner. So whatever the situation is, it might be different for all of you. You know, thousands of Capricorns are out there that might see this video. This guy comes out here too. It's coming out as a challenge, saying challenge yourself to find enthusiasm for your relationship, to be excited and passionate, but at the same time not being a fool. Okay? Like, you know better. always, if somebody is not good for you. And, you know, maybe, I don't know, you just have like a lot of mental processes going on right now. And I think that you need to put more excitement, enthusiasm, and emotion into your relationship. It's like you're too minded and not enough passion and feelings in your coupled relationships at this point. And if you can find a way to have more enthusiasm, passion, and excitement, then you get here. Isn't that amazing? So your sex life will get better for sure if you can do those things, if you can step up to those challenges. What a happy way to end the reading. So if for your own personal scenario you would like further insights, all of my contact information is below in the description box. But otherwise, in about a week or so, the general readings will be coming out for May through June, and there will be more love information there. Good luck. Mwah.